Alright, so in problem 446, we're going to take a look at process costing. So as opposed to the last problem where we did job costing, where we assign cost to each specific unit, each identifiable unit, process costing, we can't identify the units as unique, so we add the cost by stage or by process. And so in this problem we have a chemical company that processes batches of organic chemical products in 3 different stages. So we start with the raw material, they go to a mixing and blending process, then a reaction chamber, and then a pulverizing and packing. And so each of these 3 stages are shown in the table below, and what they've done is they've shown the labor cost and the handling and support for each one of these stages. And so it wants us to determine the estimated conversion cost driver rate per the process hour for each stage. And so it talks about conversion cost. And so what conversion cost is that saying, hey, once I start with some kind of a direct material, what does it cost me to convert that to something I can sell? So conversion costs are going to be your direct labor and your overhead. So it gives us some information here. So we have our departments, and then it gives us our total conversion costs, and it breaks it down for us, and the total number of hours, total number of process hours. So if we go over here to part A, we have our total conversion costs, which we just pulled from right here, and the total number of hours, which they also gave us. And we're going to come up with a conversion cost per hour for each one of these stages. So we just take our total cost and divide it by the hours. We can just drag that across. And so that part A is nice and simple. So now we have our conversion cost per hour for each one of these stages. So now in part 2, it says consider 2 of Connor Chemical's representative products. So they have a product 206 and a product 208, and both these products are a derivative of this stuff, whatever that is. They require some basic raw materials. So using the information below, determine the cost of both of these products. So the cost of the product is going to consist of our raw materials plus our conversion cost. So it gives us the raw materials used for each one of them. So those are already plugged in here. So we can add that up. And so now we have to allocate the conversion cost for each one of these processes. And so we're going to allocate it based on the number of hours in the process. So for the mixing department, it takes it takes 6 hours for both, and the rate for the mixing department is 48.47. For the reaction, it takes 24 hours for both respectively, and our conversion cost is 44.26. Now for pulverizing, it takes 4 hours for the first product and 6 hours for 8 hours for the second one. And the pulverizing conversion cost per hour is 63.92. So now for job 206, we just take our 6 hours times our rate, and for job 208, we take also 6 hours times our rate. Now for the reaction department, that's going to be 24 hours times our rate, Same for the reaction. And then for the pulverizing, we have 4 hours for job 206 and 8 hours for job 208. So now if we add our raw material cost plus our conversion cost, gets us the total cost for each one of the jobs. So for our product 206 product, it costs $3,200, and for our 208 product, it costs $3,600.